Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrestling with Real Estate. I'm Ben Miller. I'm always wrestling with real estate, and in this week's episode, we're going to talk about the number one question that I get asked the most, and that's, Ben, what in the hell is going on in the real estate market right now in Kansas City? I'll answer that question and so much more right now. All right, welcome back to Wrestling with Real Estate. I'm Ben Miller, and before we get started, let's go ahead and all of us at the same time click on that little bell, that notification bell down at the bottom. Click on the subscribe button, also down at the bottom, so that way you can stay up to date with everything Wrestling with Real Estate right here on YouTube. And let's talk about why you're all here. We're talking about the market. There's so many things going on in the real estate market. There's so many things going on in the world, quite frankly. But what you're here for is to know, hey, Ben, what's going on in the real estate market? And I'm going to tell you, here's the thing. Right now, it's a seller's market, which means that if you're selling your house and if you're on the fence about selling your house, it's time to get off the fence. In my estimation, and from a lot of the economists that I listen to, you have about 6 to 10 months to really cash in on selling your home. Right now, with interest rates at an all-time low, I mean, for this last weekend, interest rates were at 2.9%. Are you kidding me? That is historically low, which means buyers are scrambling in the market like a bunch of zombies, clinging on any house that they can get. Now, sellers, I'm telling you right now, if you put your house on the market within that 6 to 10 month time frame, you're going to put more cash in your pocket. And isn't that what you want? You're selling your house to move to a bigger house or to downsize, but you're selling your house to get more money into your pocket. And right now is the perfect time. Now, another thing about selling your house is there's bidding wars going all over the city, and I imagine all over the country, because we are at such a low inventory right now with such a high amount of buyers because of those interest rates. So some houses that are on the market right now, depending on the neighborhood, are getting anywhere between 5 to 25 different offers the same day they go on the market. And you know what that means? Some of these houses are going for $30,000 to $35,000 over their original list price because there is so many buyers out there wanting great homes just like yours. So sellers, if you're looking to move to Kansas City or you're in Kansas City already, get off the fence, come over to Wrestling with Real Estate, with Better Homes and Garden, of course, and I'll be able to help you sell your house. Area code 661-236-9055. Put it up there, Josh. Can you make lightning go on it? Josh is my editor if you're a first-time watcher of Wrestling with Real Estate. So now let's talk about buyers. Buyers, that question is a little bit more difficult, whether you should buy a house right now or not. I mentioned the historically low interest rates, which should be of interest to you. But unfortunately, you're going to have everything dialed in as a buyer in order to compete in this market. We're talking about higher down payments, maybe foregoing inspections. We're talking about having it all together so you can be competitive as well in this housing market. Now, you need a real estate agent that's great at negotiations, that's great at telling you exactly how you should position your offer so you can get in that home of your dreams. And maybe I'm that guy. Area code 661-236-9055. But buyers, another thing you need to consider is that eventually the market will shift. And sellers, listen up. If you don't do the 6 to 10 month time frame, you might want to pay attention. So when it shifts to a buyer's market, that means the inventory is going to skyrocket. There's going to be a lot of people in desperate financial situations that are eventually going to start selling their houses out of necessity. And because all the buyers from the seller's market are already in their new home, that means we're not going to have a ton of buyers out there to buy the influx of properties that are being put on the market. And what that means for you sellers is your housing prices are going to go down. But what that means for you buyers, that means you're going to be able to get a house with less competition and for a lower price point. We're talking $20,000 to $30,000 more right now in this market. In a buyer's market, we're talking $20,000 to $30,000 less. Now, as far as interest rates go for buyers, let's keep one thing in mind. The Fed has said that they're going to keep interest rates low to stimulate the economy for the next few years, considering everything that's going on. But however, I would imagine that interest rates will be climbing. They're not going to climb as high as 5%, we don't think. They should stay relatively low. So buyers, what you have to ask yourselves, are you willing to take $20,000 or $30,000 off sticker price in about 10 months to a year? Or do you want the small interest rate over the life of your loan and be more competitive in this market? So it's kind of a toss-up for buyers whether you should buy a house right now or not. Let me help you figure that out. You can also email me at benmiller@kansascityhomes.com. Now, overall, what I want to put to rest is your overall fears about the economy. Now, the economy changes, the housing market changes all the time. None of what I've said in this video is a guarantee because everything can change on a dime. The election is going to have a lot to do with the future of the economy. The coronavirus cure, vaccine, treatments, that's going to have an impact on the economy and the housing market. So everything is uncertain right now. But what you need is a real estate agent that is up to date on the housing trends, not only here in Kansas City, but abroad. So make sure, even if you don't want to select me, which that would be ridiculous, that you select somebody that is up to date and can provide you the best knowledge for you and your family to make a wise decision on buying a house. I can pretty much guarantee you that you're not going to see another situation, if you will, as we saw in 2008 and the housing collapse. Now, again, it's uncertain, but most economists that I'm listening to are saying that it's not going to be as drastic as that situation. And some economists are even saying that the real estate business will be one of the key factors in keeping the United States economy afloat. Now, it could be a quick recovery. It could be an up and down market as things shut down, as things open up again. Again, it's one of those things that we can't predict. Let me help you figure this messy situation out. And I hope I was able to provide you enough information to make an educated decision on whether you should buy or sell your house in this crazy real estate market. So if I can be of any service to you, give me a phone call. Josh, hit it, 661-236-9055, or you can reach me at benmiller@kansascityhomes.com. I am proudly a part of the Better Homes and Garden family. But that's it for this week. Give me a call. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notifications button down at the bottom of the screen so you can get the best videos from Wrestling with Real Estate every week. I'm Ben Miller. I'm always wrestling with real estate, and I'm also putting the real back in real estate. And we'll see you next time right here on YouTube.